The following program is brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization.
It's Wednesday night, so listen up, because it's time for Gay Guy Straight Girl, where candid advice about love and life meet our hilarious, straightforward personality at www.gayguystraightgirl.com.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. And guess what? It is Wednesday night. All right. Woo! Well, just in case you didn't know, by the way, I am your host, Mr. JoJo. To my left is my co-host,
Danny DIB.
All right. And I have a special guest today. Special guest. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
Lisette. You can call me Lisi.
All right.
And if you've ever watched our show before, you would know that she was like the main straight girl in the past.
I was
one of the main
one of the co-hosts.
And we had friends who just used to listen so much.
Right. We had
we have
all
history.
over.
Yeah,
all over.
History.
Yeah,
I remember
we do.
Actually, you know what's so funny? I posted the show from 2012.
Yes.
And
posted one
you
of
were
them.
in it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
The trio. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anyways, I want to start off with some special shout-outs. I want to give some special shout-outs to those who I know are listening.
Mm-hmm.
I know Jen is listening out there. I know there's a few people from my employment. I know, there's a lot of people out there listening. So, again, thank you guys all for listening, staying faithful to our staying faithful to our station, to our show.
Mm-hmm.
Any shout-outs?
I want to shout out everyone at my job who I know I've gotten them into it, and I gotten them telling me their own stories and stuff like that. And our listeners, all our new listeners listening in tonight for the first time, and Monica, I love you.
Right, Monica, we love you.
Yeah.
And any special shout-outs, Lisi?
I actually just want to give two special shout-outs.
Okay.
One is for Ralph, because he's actually watching the show.
Who's
and
Ralph?
Hey, Ralph.
Yes, hey, Ralph. And one of my really good friends, and also JoJo's friend, Rebecca.
Yes!
Rebecca. I remember Rebecca.
Rebecca back on the show one day.
Yes.
We do.
She is in New York right now.
And
but
she's watching.
But
And she was on that show we reposted.
She was on that show. She
Reposted,
was a special
so-
guest because she had been a long-time listener.
Yes.
So I wanted to bring a long-time listener in, and she had listened since day one.
Yes. Yep.
So that's what we had her
True
on the show.
fan.
I
True
remember.
fans.
And I hope she's
Hardcore
still
fans.
doing it now.
Yeah.
I hope she
bet
is.
I actually
Rebecca, call in tonight.
Yes. So
I know.
but I have to look at my phone, so I do apologize. But it's periodically just for the show.
Right,
I got
right.
listeners
No,
coming
that's,
in,
hey, that's
so this
fine.
is good.
I get the same thing. People are like, text me, and I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
We
point.
try.
Exactly.
We try.
We'll get it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We'll get it. We're getting it together. It's no problem. We're starting over. Everything's great. Well, anyways, just want to give a quick, make sure we have a new Facebook page.
We do. We
follow
created our
us.
fan page.
For now, Facebook, search Gay Guy Straight Girl. Eventually, it will be facebook.com/Gay Guy Straight Girl. But
Perfect.
We're working on it.
I kind of made an error. It will be fixed in 2 weeks. So I have
He
12
jumped
more
ahead
days.
What I should have
I have
just
12
handled
more
myself.
days, so it's fine. But anyways, for now, if you search Gay Guy Straight Girl on Facebook, I'm guaranteed you will find our page.
Exactly.
Like us. We're always posting something about the show, about ourselves, about everything.
And
about
as time
relationships,
goes
love,
on,
life.
we'll have different kind of articles and
exactly.
posts and just silly little things that we want to
just
post
fun
on
stuff
there
that
and
people
stuff
would like
like
to
that.
follow. And we also have a website, but I'm
It's
not
in
going to give it to you
development.
because
It's
it's
in
in development.
development. I'm working on it right
So we're working
now.
on that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're working on it right now.
Awesome. So again,
Amazing.
topic of today, guys.
need to watch
Who
this.
has not dealt with online dating?
Yeah.
Everybody has.
Everyone has.
And you know what I mean? That's the thing, whether you want to admit it or not, because I know at one time it was so
Taboo.
Don't do
Taboo.
it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, who does that? And now it's like, who doesn't do it?
Right.
Seriously,
Yeah.
and to me, if you haven't experienced or haven't done online dating at one point in time, you haven't been dating.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you're married and you've been married for 30 years.
Exactly.
That's different. But you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Because, online dating 30 years ago was definitely a taboo. But
It
now,
was.
it's it. You know
Back
what I
in
mean?
the
It's it.
days, it was like AOL chat room.
Do
For online
you remember
dating.
the AOL chat rooms when you had to sit down and go, and the guy
I
goes from
remember
like
that
here to here?
clearly, and that's exactly how I met my husband.
I was just going to say, I've met one of my
Yeah.
So it was
longtime
like the old
partners.
school way of online
But
dating.
It is.
Old school way, but it wasn't even him. It was his nephew who somehow saw my page
connected you guys.
and connected us through. Oh, send us
That
a picture.
works.
that I didn't like him, I liked someone else. Like I liked the guy in the middle, which was my husband.
No, that worked. No, absolutely. There's so many different spectacles you can do in online dating. You know what I mean? There's so many different things, and it's not a taboo anymore.
And it's so many different reasons to go on there.
So many different reasons to go on there. Really quick, because everybody's like, well, what's online dating? Well, what's this? What's that? It's really simple. It's pretty much a dating experience that allows individuals to connect and communicate with another person over the internet.
Exactly.
It's that simple. And that's the thing. It's over the internet. So it doesn't necessarily have to be next door.
No.
It doesn't necessarily have to be in the same city,
it's not
state,
traditional,
or country. It's not traditional. Right. This is kind of where people pick up that long distance relationship.
But you know what? It's funny that it will become traditional.
It is going to become that thing where
people are not just meeting up, bumping into someone over coffee.
Time is very important nowadays. You know what I mean? School, work, show, personal life.
Right.
Even just me, I didn't have time. So if it was something that I had to experience at this moment,
right.
I would do it. Well, I have, but I would do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not right now.
But it happens.
Not right now.
It's
he knows
times,
why.
Yeah.
You know, it serves its time and moment, like you said.
It's the times now. It's different than it was before.
Right.
True.
And it's just because of the advance in technology.
It's just the dynamic.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, there's a show on Bravo,
Online
Rituals for the American male.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. I caught it for the first time last night. I caught it for the very first time.
Oh, I've seen it.
I'm a huge fan of Bravo, by the way. Addicted to Bravo.
I love Bravo.
And so I watched it as a joke because I have a single guy friend, by the way. I will mention him. And a single girlfriend.
We will embarrass you.
That JoJo knows that lives in the same complex as this other friend.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yes.
So apparently, she just got into online dating.
Right.
I'm going to say 4 weeks ago.
And what?
We're like, I'm like, what?
She has to be in her early 30s, right?
She's in her early 30s, and I'm like, why are you not in the trend? I mean, I did this when I was 17.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you're right. It all, in my opinion, started with AOL chats.
It did.
And do you remember the age, sex, location,
no,
25 MFL?
Single.
You know what I mean?
L for Latin
25,
girl.
25. It used to be age, sex, location. Right. 25 M Connecticut, because that's where I was
from. So you really did it. I didn't know.
Oh, I did it, honey. I mean, I used to be 17 M Connecticut. Right. I've done Yeah. Anyway, but it's interesting because
we're trying not to give everything.
Right. I don't want to tell you the secrets here.
I can't give it all. No, come on now. I gotta leave some of my viewers to wonder. Yeah. It would just be too easy.
Trying to be mysterious,
Mr. Joe.
Everyone.
Yes.
I love it. Mm-hmm. No. Anyways, but it's interesting because we were looking at top sites. You know what I mean? And I remember one of the top sites being
Soosk, which I didn't know would be number one.
It's actually
number one.
It's out of reviews on consumerranking.com.
Is it the ZOO?
Yes, exactly. I couldn't even say it. I'm not going to be. That's why I pointed at her.
I know.
I was like, is that Zeus? So I know Zeus now, but even if it's not, it works.
Right.
But yeah, they scored 10 out of 10 in relation
let's
to
list
out of
them
consumer
all.
rating.
Like the top 5 best sites.
Match.com.
It would say that's number 2.
I kind of would figure that one.
That's number 2.
Mm-hmm. eHarmony is number 3.
Number 3 eHarmony.
Listen, yes. And these are all. Anyways, these are just top 5 if you look at top 5. Number 4 is OurTime.com.
Mm-hmm. And then number 5 is Mate1.com.
And they all scored over an 8. You know what I mean? They all got really good scores. Mm-hmm. But what was interesting, and I was like, you know what? I have a gay-friendly show. So I got to search for for dates that are, online datings that are also gay-friendly.
Exactly.
Zeus.com, number 1. That's probably why they kind of gear towards both, which is amazing. Match.com also geared towards both.
Which was it taboo at one point, and now they're gearing towards both?
Now they're gearing towards both.
Right.
The one that you actually may be thinking about, which is still very taboo for them, is eHarmony. eHarmony
is Christian-based. Right?
It is.
I believe so. I don't want to quote it as being that,
you're right.
But it might have started that way. I know it's not,
ChristianMingle.com, but I think it may have. But it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. They're very successful in matching. I'm not going to lie.
What it is that it's such a huge industry for money that they're going to open up what they can to everyone.
Do you know it's a $1.2 billion industry in revenue for online dating companies?
I just can't believe that. It's so,
I can't. Yeah. I need my online dating website. Right, exactly. I need a show, a dating website, and an AOL. Right. That's fine. You know what I mean? That's all I need to become rich.
But these are the ones that actually pay. But there's free sites.
Well, no. Okay. Well, some of these you don't even have to pay.
They start you off free,
and then you got to pay some membership.
You memberships to
what it is sometimes if you want to end up linking with someone that's when you probably have to pay. But what's really cool is, unfortunately, like I decided to name some of the gay-friendly ones. Zeus Match. Chemistry.com is another gay-friendly one. Perfectmatch.com and blackpeoplemeet.com. Surprisingly, that ended up being a very famous, online gay dating website. Well, I do have a show, so I want to go ahead and introduce my show. Caller, thank you for calling Gay Guy Straight Girl. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Hello.
Hi, caller. You might have to turn down your mute. Turn us down in the background because you'll hear us twice.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, how are you, caller?
Hi.
What's your name and where you're calling from?
Hello.
Seriously, you don't recognize me? Hold on.
Well, it's...
Hi, Theo Joseph.
Hi, Jojo. It's us.
Us. We
Who's
want to know
us? I want to know it's us.
Translation.
Hello.
Yes.
Who's us?
Hi, Theo Joseph. Do you know my voice?
Of course I know my voice. Guys, this is my nephew calling in today. Wow. Maybe not the best topic to ask your opinion about, but nephew from Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut, or Milford, Connecticut.
Shout
Represent
out.
everybody. Shout out from
Shout
Connecticut.
out to Connecticut.
I love when family calls in.
Yes.
Nephew, how's your day going today?
Hi, Joe.
Hi, this is my sister here. Hi, how are you?
Hey, sister.
Hi.
Hey, sister, now that I got you on the phone, I want to ask you a quick question because today's topic is online dating, okay?
Amazing topic.
Is that something that you've actually done and experienced for yourself?
No.
No. Okay. And why is that? Was it something you just never kind of saw yourself doing? Was it something, I know why, but go ahead and tell the viewers why.
Because when I started dating again, Facebook just started, so it wasn't nothing big.
Right. And Facebook at one point, not necessarily
Well,
dating,
it's
but it
kind of
was a
still
meeting.
considered
It's social
online
media.
dating.
It was
It's a way to
meeting.
meet or reconnect,
Right.
with new or older,
Back
old
then,
friends.
I would say it wasn't as much, but now
it
Facebook is definitely
for
becoming an
sure.
online dating
and you'll
site.
have like strangers poke you and
Right.
message you.
And you don't even know, like, ow, did that hurt me?
Right.
Like, for real?
I love that part. I was
Right.
like, why do I poke you
If
back
I
and
was
forth?
single, I definitely would do it.
You would. And see, that's what I was going to ask you
Right.
next. If you were single, would you do online dating?
Yeah, actually, I would. It looks fun, exciting, and I don't know. I just see it's fun.
It is. It's
If
definitely
anything, you
fun.
could get a free dinner, right?
Hey,
Or a
there are
free
sites
cup of
out there where you can get a lot
coffee.
of free stuff, and we'll
Right.
definitely talk about that. Well, no, definitely. And hey, I'll tell my viewers, one reason why is my sister's been married for a very long time. You
Right.
know what I mean? So, hey, we kind of understand the gist. She was married for over 11 years or 10 years. Unfortunately, didn't work out, got remarried, and now she's happily married, for like
for you,
6+ years. So, I definitely love more of a marriage relationship, but online dating is definitely a big thing nowadays.
Right.
My sister, I love you so much. Thank you
And
for calling
here's the
in.
thing too. It's like I came from a background where I was with one person
Right.
for 15 years.
Right.
So to me at the time it was taboo.
Right.
But now that I've been single and
It's
I've
it.
It's a
been
trend.
on the
She
market,
is so
It's a
in the
trend.
trend
it's
right
like,
now.
now you know.
You follow
know
the
better
trend.
now.
You follow the trend. Absolutely. Well, again, thank you for calling so much, sister.
Thank you, sister.
Make sure you tune
Bye,
in every
sister from
Wednesday night. I
Connecticut.
love you.
And nephew.
I love you.
And nephew too.
Good
Good night.
night.
Anyways, yes, guys, online dating's not for everyone, but again, she admitted it. She would do it. Again, my
Right, I
sister's
think-
married, but she would
right.
definitely do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you come from that background especially and you don't have a big social circle and or you go out, like in my
Go
case
out, right, going out.
I go out with my friends,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's very difficult for people to approach me
Right.
because I'm in a group setting,
Right.
so they're intimidated by that, or I don't know what the situation is. I can't even imagine
You know,
It's
you-
so
what it
easy
is.
about
You said-
that situation.
You said
because
the
you're,
word.
yeah, they're intimidated because how do they
right.
exclude you? And they're like, okay, I don't want to ignore your friends that are
Right.
cute, but not the one that I'm really
Right.
attracted
And what if it
to.
was your friend who liked you? How do you, how
Yeah.
do you go towards this person that
Right.
you like more than your friend?
Correct. It's like
But
you don't
really
know.
big thing is intimidating because a
Right.
lot of people hate being rejected.
Right.
So the good
This
thing
is
about
the way,
men, big time,
exactly.
I hate being rejected. I've
females
learned
hate
it.
being rejected as well.
Do you actually approach men?
Who, me?
Like if you were
Oh,
single,
of course.
you
were
would
single?
approach them?
Of course. Well, yeah.
So
I
you-
mean, I have. Don't get me wrong. I still don't like being rejected. But when I approach someone, I'm confident already that I'm going to get a reaction.
Correct.
I'm really big with eye contact.
That's
So
right.
I've gotten your eye contact and kept it. Don't get me wrong. You cross people's eyes all the
Right,
time.
right.
But if I've gotten your eye contact, more
You've
than
read
once,
body language.
and you kept
You've
it,
read that body language.
I would definitely go towards
Smile.
it. But rejection, no one likes it. But the thing with online dating is I can email you. If you choose not to email me back, it won't hurt my feelings. Don't get me wrong. There's those stalkers that might email you 5 times and still don't get it.
And you'll get that
whole point
too.
is you know, because even when you're confronted with a person, sometimes people feel obligated to converse with them. Give them a fake number. Give them something. Give them a fake name. At least in scenarios where you're online dating, you don't have to worry about any of that.
Right. You don't
The problem is, so here's the double side to it. Then you feel like it's all you're checking them out,
it's
and
anxiety,
now it loses that first time feeling. I mean, you still get the butterflies, but it's now like I've checked you out. I kind of proofread you, and you seem like you are in my type of range.
Here's
guys,
the good
you know
thing
what I mean?
is, right? Like you could be physically attracted to someone's photographs on the site.
And they're so freaking different.
And then you read their profile because us females, we
personality.
read.
Of course.
We read the profiles.
Guys, please.
We read them.
Right. Take notes.
Information.
These are my 2 straight girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just say, hey, I'm available.
Or hey, sexy, because that ain't going to get you nowhere.
No.
You know, that's one. But then we read the profile too. So even if they were attractive looking, and I don't know, you could like correct me if I'm wrong, even if they are very attractive.
Of course.
If their profile
seems cocky,
seems
negative,
or 3 words, or just 3 words.
Douchey.
Like if it's
that's
short,
not 3 words. But
no. I mean, like if it's short, if it's not. To me, if it's, don't get me wrong, you don't have to give your whole bio. Right. But to me, because even experience it with ladies, if it's not enough, it's not enough.
Right.
If it's too much, like you're just talking all about yourself.
Correct.
And then if it's douchebaggy-ish, where like. Girl,
you're saying some pretty obnoxious
stuff or think too really highly of yourself.
Or you're putting women down. Like some men go on there and they have this like really negative vibe about it. And it comes off as douchey in the sense that they are putting women down.
I've even seen it in the sense where they'll respond and gear it towards like, oh, well, if you don't reply back, you must think too good about yourself.
Right.
Maybe you need to consider what you're looking
doing,
like.
right.
No,
it's
homie.
Deflection.
You're deflecting.
Yeah.
You're turning the table and you're trying to get the obviously to intrigue them to you. It doesn't work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Trust me, with her experiences and with others, I've been like, oh, delete. You know what I mean? Because it's not worth it. Sometimes it's not worth even trying to be combative or go against somebody else when you know their alternative motive.
Oh, yeah.
I know it. I can tell when she read that immediately, I was like, there's a motive behind it.
I personally, if you're going to do a first-time message, it has to be detailed, juicy, and it has to intrigue me in the first couple of seconds.
Oh, of course.
Read what I wrote and talk about something that I said about myself, so that you show me that you read what I had to say about myself and what I like and what I'm looking for.
Guys,
so that I know that. Yeah, that's the key.
Guys, even if you don't want to read, honestly, just read at least 2 lines of it.
Exactly.
And then reply back and say,
like.
oh, wow, I see that you like this. Maybe we should go on a date. Or, you know, I'm telling you, you're going to get a reply in 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Even if she's working or in a bathroom, she's going to hurry up and be like, oh my God, this is my dream guy. You know what I mean?
Because
guys,
most messages are going to be either very short, hi, how are you? Or they're going to be too forward.
Right.
Automatically too
Let's
forward.
go on a first date. Here's my number.
Exactly.
Right. You know, and it goes with gay or straight. It doesn't matter. When you actually show
that's
someone,
what I was going to ask. Does that apply in the gay world as well?
Yes, when you show someone interest, you know what I mean? When you're able to hold a conversation.
That's it. You're in.
That's it. You're in. And
Good to know.
And that's what happens a lot of the times is people are not interested in conversing. They want to do it and do it quick. No, take your time.
We're strangers. We don't know each other.
You. So the worst thing I want to do is even meet you at the mall. Like it doesn't matter. There's so many
place first meeting ground.
But always public place. You know what I mean? Always. But you always want to you have to set a standard, because what happens is if you start lowering your standards, then you'll start lowering it for everybody. You have to set a standard and keep it. Standards are not bad. Don't get me wrong. Don't set standards to the way where
you're makes it impossible.
Impossible, and you're seeking a celebrity when you know you're not. You know what I mean? But make them realistic.
I love Joe's analogy.
It's true. Make them realistic.
Like you're an average 5 and you're looking for a 10.
Right. You know,
like, do you have money?
Hey,
what do you have?
she said it, not me. But no, it's true. You know what I mean? Be real with yourself, because when you're real with yourself, you can be real with the other person. When you're trying to seek something that you're not even real about, it's not going to work. Because at the end of the day, when you start figuring out personalities, likes and dislikes, you're going to realize immediately this person's not going to work out. And it's really funny. Oh, awesome. Let's go ahead and take another call. Caller, where you're calling from. Thank you for calling Gay Guy Straight Girl. Caller, what's your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from New Jersey. My name is Michael. How you doing?
Michael! Actually, Michael, I remember you from a long time ago. Michael, you called back in 2012 as well.
Yes. Michael, this is Lisette. How are you?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, Michael, but guess what? We are back on the air, and I'm just ready to keep having you call, and I'm ready to keep having you listen to my show every Wednesday. I have your commitment, right?
I got it. I'm gonna pass you around a couple of friends that I know.
Michael, there you go.
I love that.
You know what? I don't mind because it's a straight guy gay girl. We don't mind being passed around.
You know what? And he's from New Jersey. Guys, we have a fan in New Jersey. That's amazing.
That's amazing. But anyways, Michael, really quick, just to kind of get your attention on what we're talking about. Have you ever experienced that online dating?
No, I've never done that. Nope.
Is it something why haven't you done it, first of all?
Well, I don't know, because it's very hard to do it because you don't know the person, and to get to know a person on the internet is kind of hard.
I can understand. Okay. Definitely.
I don't want to throw myself out there with too much conversation because you don't know who you're talking to.
Absolutely. You're definitely right about that.
That's true.
A detective, it could be anybody. You don't know who you're talking to.
True, but are you single or are you in a relationship?
I'm single right now.
Okay.
Is it something that... So you would never try online dating? And don't get me wrong, it's not for everybody.
It's not.
Well, let me tell you this. If I can use your computer, why not?
You must have a lot of things to hide.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Well, no, hey, we get it. It's not for everybody. Online dating is just for those minds that, are open and just kind of feel that way. We get it.
Let me also ask you a question, and if it's not too much to ask. Now, is it because, how old are you, Mike?
I'm 48.
Okay. So because of your age, do you think it's because you're not in that generation where it's now a trend? You're still thinking it's kind of taboo?
For you back then. Right. No, absolutely.
Age
is a mindset.
It's a mindset.
I think it is that. I think it's actually that because I'd rather go to like a social club or a bar or something, and it's easier because at least you get to see the person before you start talking.
Do you have time to actually go out and do those social settings?
Not really, not at all. That's why I'm single.
You may, Mike, I mean, as hard as it might believe, if there's something that you can at least take out from this show is you might at least want to try it. Hey, I know a lot of people who don't even put their real information in there.
I tell you the truth, I will try it.
Try it.
Nice.
You know what I want you to do? I want you to try it and go on my Facebook. You actually have me on my Facebook already, but like my fan book, like my fan page, go on it and send me an email. Or if not, I know who you are, so I'm gonna send you an email. Mm-hmm. I want to see in 1 week's time, or you know what? Even better, I'm gonna give you 30 days. I want to see in 30 days if you've done it and how many people you've met.
I can guarantee you're gonna get addicted.
It might work.
Listen, he is a cute man. Right. I've seen pictures of this man. He's attractive a bunch. No, so definitely he would be getting guys left and right.
And it's a little bit different because a man is the one who typically is the one who approaches the female.
Right.
So they may not feel like they have to automatically approach this
and you will get approached
avenue of trying to date a woman,
No, I get it.
Whereas females are used to mostly being approached
and
being asked out. So if that's not kind of happening for us for whatever reason, for the reason that you're not really going out that much or for the reason that you're mostly around in a group setting and people are not coming up to you because of it, men tend to be the one to go.
So let me ask you a question, Mike. So I'm new. You're new to that. Mm-hmm. Would you be opposed for a woman asking you out? Would that turn you off, or would that be a turn on?
No, it all depends because it only starts off as a friendship to begin with anyway.
Perfect.
So you never know what happens.
And that's the thing. Even with online dating, that's what it starts off with.
That's a good way to look at it.
Don't look at online dating as you're seeking your soulmate.
Yeah, like your soulmate,
look at
your
online
husband.
dating as you're looking for new friends, and then you just might find that perfect soulmate.
And there are some people out there who are specifically looking for that. They're not willing to waste any time
They know what they want.
About that.
I would definitely try that, but I wouldn't want her pumps to be any higher than mine.
All right, Michael. Thank you for giving us a call tonight.
Thank
Make
you.
sure you keep tuning in every Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:30, okay? Mm-hmm. And stay on this show. Awesome. Stay on this show because the next thing we're going to be talking about right now, guys, is those sites that you do not want to go on. And not necessarily you do not want to go on, but you just may not necessarily want to be a part of. Now, hey, if I say a site and you are to grasp your interest, again, we are a no judgment zone.
Right. This goes kind of back to our old episode.
Yeah, this goes back back to our old episode.
Fetishes and particular likes, you know.
And we looked them up. And again, what was interesting about eHarmony, I want to kind of go on to that because those are one of those sites where it's not that you don't want to go on, but they were actually labeled as one of the worst.
It's Michael back again. I just lost you.
Oh, Michael, no problem. Well, again, we were actually hanging up with you, but hey, keep tuning on the show because I want you to make sure you actually listen to the sites you don't want to take part of, okay?
And go to eHarmony to start off with.
Do not go to eHarmony to start off with.
Oh, no, what's number one? Go to
Match.com.
Match.com.
Or you want to go to Zeus.com.
That's number one.
eHarmony is great. You're just going to pay a lot of money, so don't do it.
So
but anyways.
Do those
and you're going to go through like 400 questions before you get through anything.
Guys, you have to answer 436 questions on eHarmony in order to get that match.
That's crazy.
And guess
Mike,
what?
That's going to be crazy. Well, thank you, Mike, for being on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me again, and we'll be talking to you soon.
All right.
Yes.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Mike.
Thank you. Bye, Mike.
Love from New Jersey.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, you have to answer 436 questions on eHarmony.
Ridiculous.
And guess what?
That's too much.
After you answer
I
these
don't have that much
questions,
time.
No, I
there's
don't.
no guarantee.
Who has time for that?
There's no guarantee. You can actually get a letter saying you're unmatchable.
Let me tell you a quick story. So my sister's going to kill me if I tell her, so I'm not going to tell her about this one. But she told me that she was kind of like in a really low moment. She was doing this questionnaire and she was answering it honestly because one of the things they ask you is answer honest.
Right, be honest
So
with
she
yourself.
answered honestly. And they said it was eHarmony, as a matter of fact. And they sent her back saying, you are not a good fit. You are unqualified.
Unmatchable.
Yeah, you're unmatchable.
That's what they said in your email back
And
then.
she
You're
was so
unmatchable.
depressed. She was like, I am unmatchable.
After 5
years of being single, after a horrible divorce, I'm unmatchable.
After I answered 436 questions of myself, I'm unmatchable?
Right.
There's no way.
But
There
you know
has
what?
to be so much.
There's no way.
But
One person
it
out
was
there
true.
for me.
But it was true. Let me tell you why. She was in a very depressed state. If
Right.
she was answering truly,
She
and
answered at that moment.
If this
Right.
is a correct site,
Right.
they said, you know what, you're depressed. You're not vulnerable enough to fall in
Right.
love the right way.
Right.
You're gonna be
Right.
just desperate.
I get it.
Well,
Right or
you know
wrong?
what? That's a good thing.
I get it.
Because
I get it.
sometimes
But
people go seeking a relationship when they're not ready.
When they're
So it's
right.
kind of good that
I know
there
that.
is something
We all
out
been
there.
there.
But that still wouldn't
Yeah.
that wouldn't make you feel any better about
No,
yourself.
it's not going
Of
to make you
course.
feel
You know what I
better.
mean?
But
I'm
it's
unmatchable.
good.
I don't think I think they need to change their words a little bit. You know, maybe they just need to say like, you know, at this moment your application was reviewed and
You seem depressed.
Hey,
You need a
listen, you're
therapist.
depressed. You need to go.
Here's the local number to
sleep it
allow.
off.
There's 5 psychiatrists near you.
Right.
Go see them first and then sign
Go
up.
to WebMD.
Or you know
and-
what? These are the things that you need to love about
Right.
yourself. Figure that out,
Love-
and then take this.
love-
Right. Then take
you know,
this test
this
again.
is all they have to say. Love first and come back later.
Right.
That's it. No, but interesting, guys. A few websites that we found out. Diapermates.com. It's for the adult diapers
Adult
and
babies
diapers.
and diaper lovers.
It's adult babies, like those
That's
adults
a
who love
fetish.
wearing.
You know,
It's a fetish.
It's a fetish.
And
It's a
is
fetish.
it more than like 100 people that love this?
I
thought
it's,
there was like
it's
one.
an
There's
official
quite a
website.
few.
There's more.
There's
All of these-
millions
all
of people.
These are official websites. So meaning
Official.
they have users, more than 100 users. They're running business. Vampire Passions. If you're
That
a
was
vampire,
interesting.
go to vampirepassions.com.
But make sure you listen. You know your blood type.
You have to know your blood type because
if
what
you
they
wanna
do
be that.
is you can
my
search for
gosh.
another person that has your blood type
Yeah.
in case you want to be that vampire.
Because you
So
have
they
to
suck-
match you based on that. Well,
It's-
not completely
you don't
based on that, but they have to be
It's an
compatible.
interest. It's an interest.
Yeah,
so
it's
you
an
can you
interest.
can search for people based on your blood type.
So what's the vampire part of it?
It's just you're a vampire.
So when
People
you
think they're
kiss,
vampires.
they lock necks
I
or
don't
something.
know.
Check it out for me and I'll get back to you next
I don't
week.
know. Can
No,
you? Yeah, exactly.
I will do a documentary, and if I don't live, you know what happens.
Do that documentary and we'll play it on the air. Another one,
I won't be alive.
Freeimplants.com.
myfreeimplants.com.
So it's just
Yeah.
sugar mama.
it's
Sugar
Yeah.
daddy.
it's well,
Well,
there's
they're doing it strictly for the free implants.
It's strictly
that they can get.
females who are seeking to get some
Yeah.
kind of implants.
Holy crap.
And what's crazy is a lot of the male members on there are all board certified surgeons.
Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that
So
interesting?
you get
So you-
some sort of.
You're getting a perk. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably a lot of things
You're
that
like,
follow along
hold on,
with it.
wait a second. Can I be on
Listen.
this site right now?
Why
No.
did I get back? No, like, no, you know, honestly, I'll go to Colombia.
You're thinking of
You
all
know
the
what?
things.
Right. It's cheap. It's cheap.
Or
It's super
Dominican
cheap.
Republic,
Or
either one.
Yeah, you know
Another
what I mean?
one, findyourfacemate.com.
Now,
Now, when
what
I
is that?
told her
This
it was
one freaked
interesting.
me out. I was like, yeah, go ahead,
Basically, what
describe
it
it.
is they take a picture of you and they take points about your facial features and match someone that looks identical to you.
So you're gonna have babies?
No, so basically you could date your brother.
It's like dating your brother. It's literally when you go on the website, it's like you see, and it's a gay-friendly website too. It's great, but you see like the two guys look just like each other. They're both in the military, and they look like they can be brothers.
Right. And do they look like you? Have you tried this one?
No.
This is not tried.
No, I have not tried any of these. These are ones you don't want to do.
We've done our research.
These are don'ts you don't want to do. So we did our research. And then these sites will be on our website, so on our Facebook for now. So make sure you check out our Facebook. So if you're interested, you can see any of them. Another one, personals.com. Personals.com. If we made the noise, if you can't tell, it's for cat lovers.
Oh my gosh! I gotta send that website to a dude that
I know. There's a girl at work. I'm gonna not leave her name mysterious, but everybody know her if you watch my show because she's gonna be leaving our company on Friday. If I'm not mistaken, she loves cats.
Well, I have
and crazy porcelain-looking dolls.
Who is this person? Because I have the perfect guy for you.
You have the perfect guy.
Perfect guy for you.
I have the perfect guy for you.
I need to know your astrology sign because I'm huge into astrology. And I'll match you guys up.
Hey, just to let you know, I will have a show on that, and we'll have to invite you. You're gonna be invited already.
Huge. I'm like into that, guys.
Now look at this one, guys. It's called beautifulpeople.com. Now you wouldn't think anything of it because beautiful people, like that's great. But the whole focus on the website is it's vain because you have to look good.
Right.
They actually won't let you go on the website.
Who rates you?
Whoever the
plastic
board of
surgeons
probably back there. But it's geared only towards beautiful people, and it's completely vain because if they feel if you're not beautiful, you cannot go on this website.
It's so sad, and it's unfortunate.
I wonder what their success rate is.
Yeah, which is nothing. It's just sex.
Nothing. This is why they're not on the you do not want to be on this site list.
Yeah.
Right.
And another interesting one, which you actually mentioned last Friday, which was what? Last Wednesday.
No, when we talked about cheating, was Ashley Madison.
We did. That was cheating. Ashley Madison. That is strictly set for affair.
Right.
If you want to have an affair,
you don't have to necessarily be in a relationship, but if you are the type of person who will be a homewrecker,
to be in affairs,
go to
this website.
There you go.
My brother told me about this website, reading an article, doing some, project or something, and he said, there's a website for this and this. And I'm like, that is completely insane, but I get why some men or women might just be, I don't have time to cheat.
I'm going to be honest about it. No, it's not so much I have time to cheat. I'm just going to be honest about it. I'm not going to make you think that there is no one else in my life.
That's right. That's so true.
That's the thing. Don't get me wrong, for all of these websites, a small of me gets it. I get it. Cat lovers. If you want to have an affair, don't play me. Just let me know.
Why not fulfill everything that you want?
Fulfill it. But you know what I mean? It's definitely one of those sites where it may not be as reputable as finding someone you really want to truly seek and be for the rest of your life.
Right.
But again, some of these just have a meaning. They have a purpose. Once that purpose is met, we're good.
Right.
You know
it's and if you are on a site for a particular fetish or for a particular look or anything like that, then that's what's a priority to you. That's what's important to you.
No, it's true. I mean, that's what it is.
I get it. Again, no judgment zone. We all get it.
Right.
If you're on one of these websites, definitely give us your opinion about it. You know what I mean? Give us a call. Make sure you give us a call, 813-639-8255. Give us a call, from now to 9:30, we can definitely, 9:25 we can definitely give you an update in regards to that. But it's interesting. It's very, very interesting.
I've actually seen some of these wedding shows, and one couple met through an online video game that they become these avatars and they create them and they it's a social media so they kind of talk.
My Second Life or something like that.
No,
there was a wedding.
It's a big game. It's a huge game.
Sims was one of them.
No, it's bigger than
another
Sims.
one.
You actually guys, when I tell Dungeon something, or it's around
Dragons,
something like that, where you were
I don't think we're saying it right.
We're not, but you were literally you were playing in this made up world, like an avatar. You're playing in this made up world. You really talk to people. Like these are real people in there. You talk.
You're like, do you want to be my wife? Okay, let's build a house with our sticks.
Exactly.
You're right.
Press a button. It's a house.
That is definitely one of those where you have that. I want to say alter ego.
You do have an alter ego.
You have an alter ego, and that's what you want to be.
Oh, well,
because that's everybody.
Sure.
It's not even online dating. That's just everybody. So those are people who sometimes have that alter ego that they're not really them. So they create this person, this avatar, and they play the avatar when they're online.
Right.
Hey, go for it. Whatever makes you happy. You know what I mean?
And I think that comes from the fact that when you're online, you have less fear.
Right.
Correct.
Exactly. That's what it is.
You're not rejected.
You can't get rejected.
You kind of get to be who you really want are. Right. You kind of get to show that side of yourself that in real life is a little bit more shy, but if you can hide behind something, then you're a little bit more cocky.
That's
more confidence.
No, definitely. Honestly, my experiences with online dating, I'm even texting. I'm definitely so much more
you're
cocky.
Different, right? You're more confident.
You know what I mean? Like you just tend to speak, not necessarily speak your mind, but you literally will speak your mind or whatever's on your mind while you're texting or while you're online dating. Because there's, again, I don't care. You can hash out on me online. Do you really think I care?
Right.
No. What are you going to capitalize all your letters? Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like literally, capitalize all you want. That's not going to hurt my feelings at the end of the day.
No.
Yeah, I don't care. But no, and it's really funny, those people who feel like, oh man, there's just not enough single people in this world.
Lies and fairy tales.
There's enough single people in this world. According to statisticbrain.com, there's 54.2 million single people in the U.S. And I mean world, but in the U.S., there's 52 million single people. And out of those 54 million people,
more than half,
41 million people are online.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, we're in a technical world.
Whether they tried it, whether they're on it or still on it, they're online. You know what I mean? So that's why sometimes I don't, not necessarily hear it or justify it, but when the people out there, oh, I'm single and I can't find nobody and I don't know what to do. Because you don't want to. It's because you don't want to.
Yeah.
Michael, listen up. It's because you don't want
to.
Get
out of your own way.
And it's not even get out of your own way.
My friend Jose, Amanda.
Try the new thing. You said their name. You tried the new thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Online dating is not taboo anymore. Right. I may have gotten it 30 years ago when Michael was 18. You know what I mean? I may have understood at that point, but he was only 8. But it's a different time. You know, he was 8. It's a different time. We all get it. You know, like stay with the upbeat. And like I said, it's not for everybody. So by all means, we're not forcing you to go online dating.
No,
but don't resent yourself and don't knock it, and don't even say like, oh, I'm single and I can't. No, because trust me, that might be that other match. That might be for you. And guess what? They're online.
It's so funny. I thought you were going to say, I'm single and I can't get up. No, you can get up and go online
get up and go
type
online
it away.
And go to Zeus.com and make a membership.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
do it.
And going back to that, statistically speaking, is that most courtships for marriages that met online, the length of time for that was 18.5 months.
Right.
Whereas someone who didn't meet online and met the more traditional way, it lasted a lot more. It was 42 months.
You know what my gist to that
okay,
is?
so online is less.
It's less. You get married quicker. Right. You get married. You get online. I meet you. I'll marry you in 18 months.
Right.
I meet you by person. I'm going to marry you in 42 months.
Well, that's the average statistically speaking.
Average. Now, and it was really funny because what made me think about that, and it's so true. Think about it.
Oh, it makes sense because you're online chatting.
Right. Not even that. When you're meeting the person by person, there's just certain things you don't want to tell the person. There's certain things you don't know. You don't quite know the person's personality yet, and all this other stuff.
The craziness.
When you're meeting online, not even just for eHarmony, for other different websites, there's at least 10 questions you have to answer about yourself.
Right.
So if that person chooses to not speak to you or not, that means you just didn't have an interest for them. You know what I mean? So at least with the online dating, I can kind of see where that makes more sense because at least you're being slightly matched on personality and looks, and then obviously a lot of other things follow. But that writing, whatever they write, has to interest you.
Well, but more importantly than that is that you're specifically stating, I'm here to
what
date.
You're looking for.
I'm here to have a relationship. I'm here because I'm looking for my future husband. I'm here because I'm looking for fun. I'm here because I'm looking for a friend.
You have to be very specific and honest.
You do.
Right.
And I was on a website. It's not on these, which I'm really surprised. It's kind of probably up and coming. It's OkCupid. Okay. Have you guys heard about OkCupid?
We have.
It's a free website. I answered like 200 questions. I don't even know how I want. This is another thing. But it actually said I'm arrogant, which is crazy. And then it said all these other things about me. And one of them was true, more organized. I was like, oh, okay, that's a good one. And they were saying all this stuff. And then they would tell me, oh, let's just say it was Joe. Joe would be 90% compatible. And if you were another dude, it would be like, oh, it's only 7% compatible.
Right. And so that's good.
They match a statistic.
So then if I would meet Joe, boom, we would be a connection.
Right. The good thing is Online Ritual, is it? Yeah. Online Ritual has that site, where I remember seeing one show and, he was compatible with this one girl like 80%. He was compatible with this one girl like 10%. He ended up liking the 10% girl more. I think it's because he ended up finding it to be more of a challenge.
Right.
More of a, trying to find out. The thing was, he ended up meeting both of them on the show, and the 70% was just out there. She was way out there. You know, she's done the online dating. She's done all this, slept at people's houses. You know what I mean? The other girl, although, you know, she may not have matched him because what was he looking for? Based on that show, they worked. Right. It was amazing. They worked. And
which one was this episode?
This is with the black guy and the white dude. There's only been a few episodes because it's a new show, but I think it was the first one. That's the way you say the white guy and the black dude. The black guy who. Yeah, we'll get into that later. Right. Yeah. But anyways, no. Good and you know what's also really interesting about, you know, reading some of these things is even when people do try online dating, they say that normally users, and this is really interesting actually, because you would think, oh, I tried it, I done it, I'm not going to do it again. Mm-hmm. No, actually, only 10% of people who try online dating actually will go ahead and get off. 10%.
Do we have a call?
No, it came on voicemail. But anyways, yeah, only 10% of them actually come off in 3 months. That means most people stay on. It's working for them. If there's 41 million people, that's like what, 4,100? That's crazy. Right. Or 41,000? That's crazy. Right. That's not even a lot of people.
That's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket.
That's a drop in the bucket. Mm-hmm. Now, what's really interesting that I kept searching was the percentage of you know, male or female. Mm-hmm. There's 52.4 males in online dating.
And 47.6% are females.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's a good. It's kind of even. It's
usually there's more girls than men in the world.
Right. There is. There's for every one guy they say there's 2 females. Right. But that's interesting because I was like, wow, like it's close. You know what I mean? That's actually good to know that there's not like a 75% male and only 25% females because then obviously slim pickings. You know what I mean?
And half of them are lesbians, so then like really slim pickings.
Right. Then, yeah, you're right. Half of them male like are the females, so there's really slim pickings. But no, and what was really more interesting to find out, because I know a lot of girls don't admit this, but it's good that, again, you do surveys and people don't have to put their name, so they will admit certain things. 33% of females actually have sex on their first encounter from online dating.
Okay.
I love you guys' faces.
That's far too high.
It's believable.
Far too high.
Okay, so
what does that say? No, and you know what I mean, like that. It kind of, it's for those guys. For those guys out there, in my opinion, if you get that 33%, they may not be as serious. You know what I mean? But that doesn't matter.
I could see when people are like, you know what, I'm just gonna go get this for.
All right, let's go ahead and take this call.
Great.
Caller, thank you for calling. Gay guy, I know, right? Gay guy, straight girl. What's your name and where you're calling from? Thank you for calling, Gay guy, straight girl. What's your name and where you're calling from? All right, I think we lost our caller.
You know, they got intimidated by the question.
I think once I said 33% female, she hung up.
She was like,
no,
Why
I'm okay.
Why do you presume it was a female?
I just know. I have an intuitive feeling. Yeah. Watch her call back.
Right.
No, but anyways, I mean, I want to read a few more statistics. This was really interesting. Most importantly, online dating. Things that people search for, 30%.
Highest.
Personality.
Personality.
Hello. That's what you look for.
You're writing.
Even if you have intimacy with someone, it's like, okay, we have to be compatible.
Right. We have to
get
along.
We got the caller back. Caller, thank you for calling Gay Guy Straight Girl. What's your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling Sexual Educated.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong show. She doesn't come on till after 9:30. Call her back at 9:30.
Or we can answer this question.
Right.
Nope. All right, perfect. So anyways, no problem there. But anyways,
second on the list is smile and looks.
Which makes sense, 23%.
I look at that. Women, we all tend to look at the face, right or wrong.
Well, yeah.
You look at the face and you're like, oh, he has a nice smile. Look at his eye contact. Look how he looks at me.
Yeah.
And then it's other factors. Oh, he's paying.
Right. No, you're right.
He looks nice. Look at his shoes. I mean, then we look at like, oh.
You look at a look, at a particular look on the person.
Yeah. Sense of humor, number 3, 14%.
It's a big,
number one. If you can make me laugh,
I love it.
And that's what's gonna come through the most,
right?
When you meet in person. But if your profile and what you say can make me laugh, that kind of like brings you up a notch.
That's why
it's like you're now in a 1-star.
You're right. That's why I say don't put too much, guys, but put enough because they're looking for personality, which is what you write, and your sense of humor, which is how you're gonna come across.
And let me just put a side note to that: when you do pictures of men specifically that they're travel, like they're worldly.
Don't
like
show
you're
your
in a
chest.
Mountain. You're in a mountain. You're here with a dog. You're with a group of friends. I was like, oh, he's social. He's been to this place or that place.
Here's a don't though. Don't take pictures with other girls.
Selfie.
Don't take pictures. Don't take pictures with your shirt off.
In the bathroom with your shirt off.
Like Females or males, it doesn't matter. Do not take pictures with your shirt off. We don't want to see your bikini. Go to the beach.
Cute.
You know, I get that. No, it's inappropriate. Not inappropriate. It's just not. It's not called for. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the last thing, and it's little, and I was a little surprised, was career and education was only 10%.
Well, because nobody gives.
No, hey, if you make money,
but it's like we look. Okay, so you have a sense of humor, and you have a. Do you have a job at this point?
Right.
The economy was so bad, everyone was struck. Even people that were wealthy got a little hit on that.
Right, of course.
So as long as you have a job and you're stable, you got an apartment, you got a car.
As long as you have a goal.
Listen, you know what?
The thing is,
motivated. You got to be motivated.
The thing is, you're gonna be shocked with some more of these statistics because you're gonna see this one, career and education, at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
However, when it comes to appeal for men looking at women online and the pictures that they found most appealing, and it'll come up in a little bit, is that the modern career girl was more enticing than the sex vixen.
Right.
You know why?
No, look at this.
You're like, I don't have to work that much.
No, you're right. Look at that.
I can have coffee and I have
statistics.
to
Girls prefer nice guys, 38%.
Right.
Bad guys, 15%. A blend of both, 34%.
I think that's where I kind of.
That's where I kind of
have to get a both.
Yeah.
But you know what? We always
I
turn
want
away
that
the
bad
good guys.
guy look
But
with
look
the
at-
nice guy personality.
Look, even
Why can't they just
even this exists.
Why?
Look at this.
I
Any
got
man
lucky,
I can get,
sweetheart.
6%.
Right.
Give it to me any way
Yeah.
possible.
I
I'll take
just
it.
want a man.
6%
No,
do prefer
you can't
that.
be that desperate. You have to put your
That's
level.
why,
Have
no, I
standards.
get it.
Standards.
That's why it's low, and I like the
Yeah.
fact that it's low. But even with guys prefer the modern career girl.
42%.
42%.
Wow.
The modern career girl. They
She
want to
has-
be home, stay home dads. That's what they're looking
And
for.
they're worldly. She has something to talk
But
about.
no,
She's
I
smart.
like that.
She's
I-
smart and she brings something to the table.
I think that
And-
home wife is overrated.
Right.
You know, saying
So
that home mom,
overrated.
it's a little
Right,
overrated
it
right now.
is.
Who does that?
Those people who I
Christians.
talk to, in my opinion,
kidding.
oh yes, I'm a stay-at-home wife or mom. You don't have a job. I get it. You know what I mean? And maybe
some
your husband's
people
taking
just-
care of you.
Yeah.
Some people do want that, but for those who just want that, let your husband decide that.
But here's the
or
thing,
come to
though.
an agreement.
Oh, you worked and then all of a sudden you have a baby.
Right. Oh wait, and then the last 2 statistics is about guys preferred is the girl next door type, 34%. And the hottie, 24%.
Right. And that brings me to my next point. If you take a picture of yourself in your club dress, then most of the messages you're going to get are messages that are going to be very forward and they're going to say you're hot, you're sexy, let's go out. It's going to be very
I'm the guy. You
straightforward.
Put a picture up, a sexy club dress.
Right, sexy
I'm gonna
club
say,
dress.
ooh, she's easy to bang.
Yeah, she's easy. Right. It's a perception.
You're right. It's a
putting out there.
perception.
Okay.
And that's what you're looking for. It's all a perception. What you put out there is what you're going to get.
But if
Correct.
you go more with that modern career girl look, you could still look beautiful, you could still look sexy, but you look smart and you look respectful.
What is the modern career look?
I think it's just sophisticated.
But like-
sophisticated, trendy. Up to date. It's not. You don't showing skin is not bad, but it's showing all this extra skin that's not necessary.
Like, do you actually take a picture when you're in your career? Like, I'm a real estate, so I'm gonna take a picture of me and buy a house.
No, I think it's just how you carry. It's how you carry yourself daily.
Right.
That modern career girl, it's how you carry yourself daily. Well, guys, I just want to say again, thank you. We had such an interesting show to the fact that we couldn't even get some words in. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about the show, guys. Make sure you keep tuning in every single Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:30. We're going to be posting some more information, some more statistics that we got from this. We're going to even go ahead and
we're gonna
post
launch
more
our new
information.
website,
We're going to launch
and
our new
we're gonna
website.
have all of these topics on there.
And we're gonna go ahead and take some time to make some videos of things we missed and be able to post them online, so you can still get our opinions about certain things that we kind of missed and weren't able to talk about. Again, I want to go ahead and thank our special guest, Lizzie, for coming on to the show. You're awesome. I can't wait till you move on and do bigger and better things, and you come on to our show again.
Yes.
Again, all listeners, thank you for tuning in today. We do appreciate everyone's support. Thank you for all those callers that did call in today. Again, make sure you keep tuning in every single Wednesday
from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m.
All right,
On time, guys.
Thank you. We love you all.
This program was brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization, setting the standard for new media broadcasting.